Hello again, this is Gwen the Princess,
And Codcom.
and welcome back to Chapter 2 of Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles, Chapter 2, New Horizons.
Author's Note. Hello, friends. I have been getting so many lovely, thankful messages from mommies everywhere, and I just want to say thank y'all for your encouragement. However, I have also been getting several messages saying that my story is bad because Harry Potter is not just about witches. It is about friendship and kindness and bravery. Friends. This is exactly what I've been saying. Harry Potter has many good things about it, but it still has witchcraft. So my children cannot read it. But that is why I am writing this. So they can have all the adventure and good morals of the Harry Potter books without all the bad stuff that's bogging it down. I mean, Matthew 3:12, am I right? Which is, his winnowing fork is in his hand, and he will clear his threshing floor, gathering his wheat into the barn and burning up the chaff with unquenchable fire. Not, I agree, Grayson.
Right?
Right?
I mean, Matthew 3:12, right? That should just be like a thing people say.
Yeah.
Like Matthew 3:12, right?
Oh, yeah, I feel ya. So, without further ado, on to Chapter 2.
Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles? Harry queried, clasping his hands. Just at hearing that name, he felt such a sense of inner peace. My inner peace. He wanted to have more of that peace, and he wanted to learn how to be a good Christian. He was starting to think that peace and being a good Christian were in fact the exact same thing. I want to go there! Hagrid beamed widely. He had been praying so hard to save a soul today, and he was so happy to have saved the soul of such a sweet, earnest little one. The poor boy being raised by two parents who were not Christians, and who both went to work and left him with a babysitter all day long. How did he know all that?
I don't know. He's been watching him for a while.
Ew, creepy. It was a good thing that Hagrid had got there in time. 5 years down the road, Harry might have been a fornicating, drug-addicted evolutionist.
Me.
Don't be silly, Harry! Aunt Petunia commanded, and wrung her long, bony hands. Come back inside. I will read to you about evolution from the Dawkins. You do not need that silly religion. Harry scrunched up his innocent little face and thought very hard. Aunt Petunia and Uncle Vernon were as close to parents as he had, and this was the only home he knew. Could he really leave? But he was saved now. He had prayed the sinner's prayer. That we still don't know what it is.
I mean, we should look it up.
Nah. He could not stay here. Not anymore. Not with what he knew now. Jesus, kid, you've converted to Christianity. You haven't joined the witness protection program.
For real.
Suddenly, he knew what he had to do. No, Aunt Petunia, he uttered calmly with childlike wisdom. Evolution is not real, and I am going to Hogwarts.
Some childlike wisdom right there.
One of the greatest lines in literary history.
True.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Frankly, my dear, evolution is not real.
And I'm going to Hogwarts. Wait, don't go! Sorry, my dear. I can't be seen with a fornicating, drug-addicted evolutionist.
The real end of Gone with the Wind.
Oh, I'm funny. No, Harry! Aunt Petunia screeched desperately. I have an idea. You could have a second birthday today. You like birthdays, right? Birthdays are not of God, Harry verbalized knowingly.
How? How? Okay, like, find me one. Who says birthdays are not a god? Okay?
Harry did.
Like, no, I mean, like, we live in the Bible Belt, okay, and I know, like, a bunch of Christian people, but I've never seen a single one say birthdays are not of God.
Maybe, maybe when they get old and they don't want to celebrate their birthdays anymore. And looked at his aunt with an innocent wisdom. You tried to corrupt me, but it did not work. But I forgive you, Aunt Petunia, because of Luke 23:34.
No.
Oh, I forgot to look up Luke 23:34. See what it says.
Jesus said, Father, forgive him, for they do not know what they are doing. And they divided up his clothes by casting lots.
So hopefully Harry still has his clothes on while he's saying this, and he's not, like, randomly, like, stripping down to his skivvies in his, like, emotional speech.
I think it's the more, like, to forgive them, they do not what they do.
Well, you never know. And Harry began to remove his trousers and socks because of Luke 23:24. 34. Hagrid was amazed once again at the wisdom of little ones. I've got a real problem with people using, like, substitute words for children, like little ones or younglings or, I don't know, like anything else people use. Like, they're children. Just call them children. You don't need to get, like, technical about it. Like, we have a word...
Offspring.
Yeah, offspring. Like, no, we created the word children in the English language to, you know, use for people that are children. Call them children.
People that are children.
People that are children. Children who are children. You don't need to make it special. It's there for a reason. He did not know if he could forgive someone who had hurt him as much as this woman had hurt little Harry. Deny him the truth? Who could be so cruel? But Harry did not even think twice about it. He forgave, just like that. Truly, Hagrid gained a new understanding of Matthew 19:14 that day. Good Lord, I'm gonna have to, like, look up all these verses.
Matthew 19:14.
Okay. Matthew 19:14.
Jesus said, Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these.
I liked it better when the verses were about threshing wheat.
No, me too.
Do not leave, Harry! Dudley wailed childishly. I must, Harry said, and stepped over the threshold.
God.
It's so dramatic. Goodbye, Dursleys. I hope you are saved too one day. Beam me up, Scotty! And with that, he and Hagrid began to walk down Private Drive. How will we get to this school, Hagrid? Harry queried curiously. We will pray, Hagrid retorted knowledgeably. How do we do that? Harry solicited inquisitively.
Oh my god.
Watch, Hagrid said, and he got down on his knees on the road. He motioned for Harry to
On the road? They're in the middle of the road.
For heaven's sakes. Get out of the way, beep, beep. We're praying. Do it somewhere else. This is rush hour. He motioned for Harry to get down on his knees too. Hagrid raised his hands to the heaven and cried out in a deep, thunderous voice, Dear Lord, take us to Hogwarts! Harry felt himself being whisked away, and in a moment he was sitting in the cold, damp grass outside a humongous, beautiful castle. He looked in awe at the tall towers and the grey stones. What a beautiful place! A tall, thin man with a long, pointed beard and big wire spectacles stood in front of Harry. He was wearing a brown tweed suit and a nice matching hat.
Dapper.
Very dapper. His shoes were made of leather and polished until they shone. He had a big smile, just like Hagrid's. So peaceful. Harry just knew he could trust him. Harry's the kind of kid who's going to be, like, shown up on a milk carton one of these days because he ran off with a man who smiled telling him he had candy in the back of his van.
For real.
Oh, goodness. A lovely, kindly young woman with flowing blonde hair and a pleasant heart-shaped face stood beside this holy man. How do you know he's holy? Is Is there a religion that requires tweed suits to be worn by all the clergymen?
Christianity, apparently.
Hello there, little one, the man greeted amicably. I am Reverend Albus Dumbledore, and this is my wife, Minerva. No. No, 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 no.
Why is she a young woman?
Why is she blonde? Why are they married? No, 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 no. So much no. Ugh. Welcome to Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles!
Author's note. Blessings.
Minerva, what have they done to you?
Who knows?
Reverend Albus. Oh, good lord. Alright, bye-bye.
Bye.
Blessings.